On today's podcast, we'll discuss why you celebrate safety. So stay tuned.
Welcome to Warehouse Safety Tips. If you're a seasoned vodcast viewer, this vodcast is going to be different from most that you watch. It's based around exactly what the name implies, warehouse safety tips. And since the people in this industry are busy, we know that time is money, so each episode will be as short and to the point as possible. And now, with all that out of the way, let's get to the vodcast.
Today is an exciting day for Warehouse Safety Tips. It's our third anniversary of bringing safety tips and information to you and your facility. When it comes to this anniversary and celebrating safety, there are a lot of takeaways we'd like you to consider. The first is consistency. We've been fortunate to bring you this podcast for the last 156 weeks without fail. Did situations arise that could have broken that streak? Of course. But when you commit to a weekly broadcast, that's what you deliver. Adherence to safety has to have the same sort of unwavering consistency. You cannot take part in it when you feel like it. It has to be front of mind at all times. Next is repetition. If you watch, read, or listen to our podcast and post long enough, you're bound to see something that you've heard previously mentioned. Even though new safety tips and procedures are coming out constantly, some things will always be sound advice. Keep this saying in mind. Repetition is the mother of skill. It means the longer you do something, the better you'll get at it. Just make sure you apply it correctly, because you can do the wrong things repeatedly as well. And last but certainly not least is recognizing and celebrating safety. I had an undercover job many years ago examining and reporting back to management. Although I was supposed to be reporting things like drug use, sabotage, and other negative activities, I also reported positive activities as well. Now, there were employees and contractors doing things above and beyond their duties that would have gone wholly unnoticed and unrecognized had I not reported it. And having a days since an accident sign is good, but taking the time to reinforce good safety behaviors is better. If you're a safety manager, coordinator, or management in general, take the time to regularly walk your facility in search of things that have been done correctly and be sure to point it out. Doing so not only allows for recognition, but it also allows you to see things that can be improved upon. As we embark on our fourth year of bringing you safety tips, we hope you embrace safety in every facet of your day-to-day life. We're excited to see you next week for another Warehouse Safety Tips. Until then, have a great week and stay safe.
Before moving on, here's a word from one of our sponsors. If you've ever been to or worked in a warehouse, you know just how important safety is to both management and staff. It's almost impossible to go 10 steps without seeing safety tape, angles, signs, and/or safety products. It's these items that show us how to be safe and avoid danger in the workplace. And if you're looking for the best products to make this happen, look no further than Mighty Line. Mighty Line floor signs and floor markings offer the best industrial products out there. We're proud to have Mighty Line as the official floor sign and floor marking company for the Warehouse Safety Tips podcast and site. Go to mightylinetape.com/safety tips to request a sample pack of their incredible safety signs and floor markings. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Warehouse Safety Tips. If you visit warehousesafetytips.com, you'll find the show notes for this episode and access to all of our blog posts, previous podcasts, advertiser information, and much more. Thank you for listening to Warehouse Safety Tips and have a safe day.